Hello everyone, welcome to my new video. I just want to start this video off by saying thank you to James Griffiths for inspiring me to do this video. I really like his channel and I thought his video on COB records was really good, and this inspired me to do a video on my personal history with COB records. He talked most about the one in Portmadoc, and he did mention the one in Bangor, which is the one I will be mentioning today. Mainly anyway, I will go in to talk about COB in Port later. And start by showing, here is the bag of COB records. This is from my recent trip down to Portmadoc. And this is the special bag they usually have. So yeah, that's cool. Just want to start by showing that. Now, yeah, so again with thanks to James for inspiring me to do this video. Now, there used to be a shop, there used to be a COB records shop in Bangor. It used to be very downtown, and I went there a few times, and this is my personal history of it. So, I remember it was 2010 when I first went down there. I think it was like an afternoon. I was with my dad, and I just saw the shop. I was very intrigued by the look of it. It was a very small place, but it had like cool stuff in the window. So we went in, and I was just like, wow, because of the selection of CDs and DVDs. I can remember asking for Pet Shop Boys CDs a lot on that first visit and many visits after that. I can remember one visit I did with permission from school, or with my helper. At the time, this was in year 5. I can remember she and I went down there from the bus to just to go down to COB Records really, and we asked them if they had Pet Shop Boys CDs, and they actually showed the lot they had there. Fair play to them. They were always lovely people in the COB record shop themselves. They were always nice, always happy to help, to see what you're looking for, to help you look for what you want. I did buy CDs, so I didn't buy DVDs from there. I can remember I bought in 2011. I can remember I bought Pet Shop Boys Actually Further Listening and Pet Shop Boys Release. Yeah, Release. My version of Release was the one with the blue slipcover, because it came in many slipcovers. I sadly don't have them on me anymore. I gave them away a few years back. Idiot I am. So yeah, I get very nostalgic when I do actually listen to them, because I have them on Spotify now. You know, it doesn't help. But so I got actually on vinyl though. But you know, it's. I think the best thing about the further listening releases was that this was like the first exposure to something like a deluxe edition. And I love the second disc because it has so many great songs in it, and the album itself, the original album itself of Actually, is an amazing album, and Release as well is amazing as well. I get very nostalgic when I hear the song, when I listen to them these days, definitely, because you know, thinking about them as well, because they're albums from when I was younger. I didn't have a care in the world. So yeah, I also people have bought me stuff from there. I remember I'd been given from my nan from COB for my 11th birthday Pop Art by Pet Shop Boys, which I rebought a while back actually, because that went away as well. Idiot me. And Disco 4. Now I used to have that, but what happened was it got stuck in the car stereo. Stupid me. I put it in like the wrong way. I can't believe I did that. And that's quite a rare seed actually. It goes for a bit, but you know, still findable. And that had I can remember the track I used to listen to off that album a lot. Off Disco 4 especially was Hello Space Boy, the Pet Shop Boys remix with David Bowie. That was a really good track. That's a really good track. I recommend you guys search for that track because it's really good. But you know, yeah, I used to always go around COB Records there used to be games there as well, videotapes. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff there. It was a good shop, but unfortunately, nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. And I remember my dad telling me in January 2012, he read in the local paper that COB Records in Bangor was closing down after 33 years. Wow. Can't believe we've been going for that long. Owen Hughes of COB Records said about this time, he said that due to music downloads and falling CD sales meant the shop was no longer financially viable. The shop's final day was Saturday, March 24th, 2012. So that was it. That was it for COB Records in Bangor. But at that time, we still had HMV. This was when HMV was still open, so we could always get CDs from there. That's gone as well. That went in about the end of 2014. But that's maybe a story for another day. So that was it for COB in Bangor. Of course, my biggest regret when I was going there was not buying any records. At the time, I had no concept of records, you know, because again at the time, records were like nothing. They were like old things in charity shops. And surprisingly, over 2 years later, in late 2014, I bought my first record. And from 2015 onwards, it seems, records are back in fashion. COB itself was going to be an art place called Nodva. But that came and went. Now it's an office supplies place. So yeah, let's talk about COB Records in Bangor. Next time, talk a bit more about the COB Records in Port Madog. COB Records in Port Madog has been open since 1967, and my older radio, my mentor in the radio, my boss, mainly my companion in the radio, he remembers when it was apparently a cafe. So maybe this was before his record shop or while his record shop. I don't know. He remembers there was a jukebox and he used to play singles. Cool. So it's nice he told me that. That was quite useful. And so yeah, now I'm going to talk about my recent visit to COB Records in Port Madog. Now I went there on Saturday, the Saturday that was yesterday, because I filmed this video on a Sunday, right? So I picked up some really good stuff. I was really happy what I picked up. Again, here's the bag. As you can see, it still has the address for the one in Bangor. I know you can't see that clearly on there, but so yeah. And it's got all the websites and that. You can even email them if you want stuff in. That's great. That's awesome. I might try that sometime actually. And it says opening hours 9 till 5:30, and it's not open on Sundays anymore. Sunday afternoon, not anymore. No. In Bangor, it was open 9:30 till 5:30. Apparently it was. Anyway, yeah. You just go in the afternoons, guys. I didn't know. Just went in the afternoons. And they got the email here as well for the shop, which is still viable. The website, there's still a website for COB Records. I might leave them in the description of the video. But it's pretty awesome. It's a pretty awesome bag. And it says here, please reuse this bag, which I will. I'll always reuse the bag when I go back down there. I'm hoping to go back there in January to COB Records. And now I'm going to show you my two purchases. Now, when I entered the shop, it was cool because it was like, this is COB Records in Port Madog. This is awesome. I've been there in like 3 years. So yeah. I've been there 3 times. I went there 3 times in 2015. First was in January. I remember I got Queen from there, and that doesn't have the first album by Queen, which was about spit, but it plays very well. As James did say, they were always in very good condition. I can't lie with them, and I can't lie about that because they are still in pretty good condition, records wise. When they bought them, they were used, but they were pretty good condition. I can agree with him on that, definitely. And I went into this time though. Actually, no, I've been there a few other times as well. I went there during January, I went there in April and I got Amalgama from there by Pink Floyd and The Wall I've been building CD DVD set. Got them for my birthday or birthday gifts, which was nice. And I went there last time in about May 2015, and it was, I don't know, I'm not gonna lie, that was, the reason I was last time I went was because there wasn't much there. I was a bit like, there's not much here, you know. So, but thankfully, due to resurgence in vinyl, thankfully, I'm glad I had those few years off from it. So I went in yesterday thinking, okay, yeah, I know what to look out for, I know how much I want to spend, so I was quite like, you know, I of course had some money with me, or I wouldn't have bought anything. So I looked around, they had a really good selection there. It was like, and they had this section that was added in, which was called an imperfect section. And I bought one of the records from there, which you're not going to believe. So from the yellow section, with me looking through stuff, some of it's a bit pricey because some of these artists, you know, big shot artists, and I can remember looking through, and I did find. First what I found was Elton John, Madman Across the Water, and I've unlike James, I've still got the sticker on mine, and they'll always have the sticker on mine because, you know, it's a great shop to go to, and I'll always probably love going there in the future. Now this is in really good condition, really good condition. It has the booklet and everything. It's just amazing. So I'm going to show you. There's some of the art, some of the booklet. But yeah, awesome. Really happy with the purchase. And also, here's the LP. And I know it can't be. Now, surprisingly, this is no ordinary LP. I'm going to show you a photo now. I'm going to try and switch to a photo. This is actually one of the translucent red LPs, which I knew existed. I knew there were a few Elton ones, and this is one of them. So I'm going to show you a picture now. It's not the best quality, but I'll show you now. So yeah, that's pretty awesome, don't you think, guys? So yeah, I was so happy to pick that up. Really happy with that purchase. And this is, to me, this is my favourite Elton John album because it's got, you know, Tiny Dancer, Leave On, Razorface, Madman Across the Water, Indian Sunset Holiday Inn, Rotten Peaches, All the Nasties, and Goodbye. And this, to me, is the best of his albums. I mean, you know, I think after this, everything was a bit. After Honky Chateau, I think he really just. It was all about the singles for me then, and a few like albums when it was like classic, brilliant, like brilliant. Now with some other Elton, this was the only Elton one that was there really. That was the only Elton one there, I think. Yeah, it kind of was really. That was interesting. And the next section was the imperfect section, which was records that had, you know, weren't as good, but that weren't as good quality, that had scratches on them. You know, we can't guarantee anything for these records. You know, it's kind of like a mystery to buy them, and there were a few there. There were a few there, and I hope I'm going to go back. There's a few of them I might pick up again. I'll go back in January. I doubt it, but you know. And there was, I couldn't believe I saw REM Automatic for the People there for a tenner. I really wanted to pick it up, but I knew there was a big marked scratch, and I knew that's why it was only a tenner. So yeah, that was the deal. That was a sad thing for me because I thought I so want that album, but I know, yeah, I might come across it again. I didn't check what track it was because I really liked, but the whole album that was brilliant. So, you know, sadly, there were a few. There was an Elton John one there, Tumbleweed Connection, but that didn't have the booklet in it. So I thought nope, because I would have got that. It was only £3, but no, I didn't bother. There were a few David Bowie ones there. There was Station to Station, there was Young Americans, and Lodger, which is in my local record shop, so I'm going to pick up soon, hopefully. And the one I got, and I actually checked it because I had no scratches or anything on the cover, so it was kind of a lucky find this for a tenner. Heroes. I was chuffed to pick this up. Amazing. It goes for a lot more, even reissues do where I've seen it, which is a pain, but I thankfully got it for a tenner. It sounds amazing. I will admit, it sounds amazing. And it has the inner, the lyric sheet. And it has it's an RCA pressing. How awesome is that, guys? That is just awesome. So yeah, that's what I got for my trip to COB. And I did look around the shop, and I did get, and I was trying to find a few other bits, but I couldn't find anything else. But you know, I thought, well, they were good enough for me for that visit, and I thought it was a good visit. It was a good visit to go down to Portmadoc. And I actually said this to my dad on the way back. I said to him, "Do you think they'll ever close down?" He said, "No, it's a big landmark. It's a place for them, Sean. You know, so it'll still be going." And I think this is the reason why I've kept these stickers. Why I decided to keep them on. Mainly because it's a landmark record shop, and also because if it ever closed down, I'll always have memories of my purchases there. So yeah, that's all I've got to say for now. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. We'll see you in the next video, and special thanks to James for inspiring me to do the video for the channel. Bye bye for now.